Hello children, welcome back to social science class. Today again we are going to start one chapter from geography, that is human environment, settlement, transport and communication. We know that early human beings dependent on entirely on nature for food, clothing and shelter. But with the time they learnt new skills to grow food, to build homes and develop their better means of transport and communication. Gradually they are improving until date we have reached a developed society. Settlements, transport and communication. Today we are going to read about all these three things in brief. Settlement. What do you mean by settlement? Settlement are places where people build their homes. Early human beings lived on trees and in caves. When they started to grow crops, it becomes necessary to have a permanent home, and the settlement grew near the river valleys because they want water in their agricultural activities and they want water for their life also. So early civilization grew near the river valley, and gradually when this civilization scattered, it settled everywhere. Okay, now we have to read about the settlement, and there are different types of settlement. What are the different types of settlement? Let us read this thing. First thing, settlement is of two types. One is temporary, another one is permanent. Settlements which are occupied for a short time are called temporary settlements, and the people living in deep forest, hot and cold deserts and mountains often dwell in such temporary settlements, and they practice hunting, gathering, shifting cultivation and all these things. Okay, and however more and more settlements today are permanent settlements. People build their homes to live in. Suppose nowadays people are mostly living in permanent settlement. How? When people are working somewhere, people are building homes there and they started living permanently. That is known as permanent settlement. Then comes another settlements. One case study is given in your book, that how people are in a birthday party they assembled, and some people, some children came from the urban area, some children came from the rural area, and they discussed about the pollution and the problem of urban areas, and the how in village this type of problem, at least this pollution problem is not there, and they were discussing all these things. And why people are, one child is asking that why people are coming from village to urban area, and the mother of that child replied that they have come to urban area for better education, for better medical facility, for better living style, for better comfort. All these things, people are nowadays people are mostly migrating from rural area to urban area. But we know that there are another two different types of settlements. These are rural settlements and urban settlements. Okay, rural settlement is a thing where people are mostly engaged in activities like agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft work and trading, etc. And urban areas, they are mostly engaged in tertiary activities, that is trading, manufacturing and working in the bank, working in the insurance company, like this. And these are two different types of settlement. In village or rural area, those who people are living, that is known as rural settlements. Those people are living in urban areas, it is known as urban settlements. Again, another two different types of settlement. One is compact settlement, another one is scattered settlement. Compact settlement is a closely built area of dwellings. The figure number 7.2 you watch, where compact settlement picture is given. That is, the buildings and the houses are closely built area of dwellings. And scattered settlement, the houses are made in scattered way, means wherever you will find that the areas are more, in this area you will find that the houses are in scattered manner, okay, and wherever you will find that the areas is very less and more number of houses to be built in those area, but these houses are constructed in compact way, okay. And mostly you will find that in urban area there is more number of houses are there and less land is there. For that reason you will find that 4-storied, 5-storied, 8-storied, 10-storied apartments are there, where within this much area people are constructing the buildings house after house, and another floor and next floor like this, and within the short land, within this much area people build the houses. In apartment you will find that in the middle floor they don't have land, means their land also not their own, and the sky also not their own, because they cannot use the terrace also. But wherever there is shortage of land, in this area mostly compact settlements are built, seen, okay. And in rural areas, as the vast land is there, people construct their houses in scattered manner, okay. And next we will read about different types of houses. People are constructing the houses according to the climatic conditions, according to the seasonal conditions of the area, okay. Suppose the area which receives maximum rainfall, in this area people are making the house of slanting roofs, and you will find that in rainfall area, in snowfall area also people are making the house with slanting roofs. The roofs are slantings, and so that the water cannot stay, cannot accumulate there, and even if snowfall takes place, then snow also comes to the ground and will not accumulate it there on the roof. So it is one type of house of slanting roof. Second thing, another type of house where you find that thick and mud walled houses with thatched roofs are very common in areas of hot climate. Thick mud walled thatched roofs where the climate is very hot. One more perhaps I have left, where water accumulates, places where water accumulates in the rainy season, the houses are constructed on a raised platform or stilts. That is known as, one picture also given here, houses on stilts. And next you will find that one picture is given here, and the question is asked that you can say what is that house name. That house name is igloo, and where do you find dwellings made of ice? This house is made of ice, and mostly it is found in polar area. Who makes them and what are they called? The Eskimos made this type of house, okay. So Today we have completed settlement. There are different types of houses and different types of settlement we have completed. With this, I conclude my today's class. Thank you.